Hey, hello everyone. This is Science in a Second, Mr. Jacob. I'm Mr. Jacob. Today we're going to talk about the levels of organization in a biosphere. We're going to kind of use a top-down method, and talking about this today, we're not going to go into any micro scale. We're going to strictly stick with a macro scale, things that you can actually physically see. One of the first ones we're going to talk about today is the species or individuals, a group of organisms so similar they can reproduce. This is like people, or it could be animals, it could be plants, it could be different things that are of the likeness at the small scale of like one individual or one animal. The second is a population. A population could be many different things. They have names for them. What we're going to talk about today is a group of the same species that live in the same area. It's kind of like a community houses where people all kind of live in the same area, or it could be a pack of wolves. It could be many different things where a bunch of frogs live in the same area. And that's the main part you want to take away from population is they all are the same species lived in the same area. The third one's going to be communities. Is where a group of different species kind of live in the same area. One example could be where people live in the forest, where they have a community of people, as well as a community of deer, or community of wolves, or community of bears, where they all kind of live in the same area, or even like a forest. They live with the trees as well. All right, and building on what we just learned about populations, we're going to talk about ecosystem. The ecosystem is a bunch of different things living together. The definition I want you to know is organisms and non-living environment in a particular place. This example would be like a deer and a frogs living next to a brook, where the brook is the non-living things. The biome, there's a lot of different types of biome. In a later video we're going to talk about this, but we're not going to get into all the different ones today. But this situation is a desert, where a camel kind of has the trees and different things inside of the biome. Is a group of ecosystem that share the same climate or dominant communities. And the last one we're going to talk about today is the biosphere. The biosphere contains a complex set of interactions between organisms. What this means in short is all the communities, all the biomes, all the species and everything live on one set planet, and they all just kind of work together and live together. All right, what we learned in short is from using the top-down method is species and individuals is the smallest aspect of the biosphere that goes into population. It gets a little bit bigger communities where they all kind of live together. Ecosystem where they all kind of live off of one another. With a biome is there's several different biomes that live inside the biosphere. Then you have the biosphere itself, which is the overall thing. As always, listen to your mom and dad, eat your greens, and never stop learning. This is Science in a Second and Mr. Jacob. You have a good day.